Hello, my name is Irene and welcome to your practice. So you might want to have a few extra props with you, maybe some extra blankets, bolsters, pillows, whatever you happen to have in your home studio. And so take the next few minutes to get yourself settled in your space, gathering what you need, and finding your seat, whether that be on the floor or on a chair, up on a piece of furniture. And as you do come to find your seat, let yourself settle in with the vibration of the Shruti. And let it go. Welcome again to your practice, this Yin practice, where we're going to go into our physical body and we're going to find a place to be with throughout the whole practice. This could be a place where there's injury, where there's pain. This could be a place that feels really strong and supportive in your body, a place maybe that you've been using a lot, depending upon your physical activity. So we're going to go into our body and find that area, and then each time we're in a yin pose, we're going to touch back into that area. And we're really going to be exploring the energetic quality. And that's it. We're not going to try to make anything happen with this area. We're just going to be with it. We're going to give it our time and our attention. We're going to sit with it in various shapes. And right, there's so much that goes on in our bodies that we don't have to participate in. We don't have to consciously participate in, and they still do their job. And then there's this magic that happens when we place our attention there on those places, not to get involved, not to try to change how it's doing its thing, but simply to be with it. And that opens up a whole new way of experiencing, feeling, and being with our own bodies. Wherever we go, these bodies are with us. So asana practice is really a beautiful thing and helps us to make a loving relationship to our body, a trusting relationship to our body, that our body can do what it needs to do. So adjusting in your seat if you need to. If you're sitting up in a chair or up on a piece of furniture, sit in a way that your feet are flat on the earth. Let the arms hang by your side and then sit up nice and tall. Hold the rib cage up. Allow the shoulders to soften down with gravity. Then just moving the elbow joints, slide the hands onto the legs. This way we know we're not pulling our shoulders too far back or pulling our shoulders too far forward. Allow all the muscles of the face to soften. The eyes can close down with a very gentle internal gaze towards the third eye center. If it feels good to keep the eyes open, then gaze down the tip, becoming aware of our physical body. Feeling all the places in our body that rest down on the earth. All the places of the body that rest down on the supports beneath it. And become aware of the whole body. Whole body. And then let your awareness travel around your body, and maybe you already know what the place is that you would like to make relationship with today. Let your awareness move around your body and find that place. A place where you would like to hold your attention to. A place of pain, injury, a place of strength. Maybe it's we want to be with our healthy lungs as a way of showing gratitude to that part of our body, keeping us healthy. Body, keeping us healthy. And when you do become aware of this place in your body, if you're not quite sure, then anything that draws your attention first. Let your awareness settle there. Remember, we're not trying to do anything with this place. We're not trying to make it anything different than what it is. You may be able to place a hand on this part of your body. That might help to make relationship with it. So if you can place a hand on that area of your body, do so now. And notice the quality of this area in your body, the quality of sensation. And sometimes we don't have words to put to these feelings, and that's okay too. Simply notice. And then begin to notice your breath. Notice the spontaneous breath. This is one of those systems and cycles that happens in our body without us needing to get involved. But once we do get involved with our awareness and our focus, then we begin the process of healing. Noticing the breath, noticing any emotions that might be coming along with the breath and this awareness of this place in our body. And if there is, and you can name it, then just name the emotion, acknowledging its presence. Again, not trying to do anything with it. If you still have a hand on the place in the body that you'll be working with, release the hands back down to the legs. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath in for a moment. Open mouth, exhale. Bring the palms together and begin to rub the palms gently. Stimulating the palms, waking up the energy in the hands, and then bringing the hands to rest in Anjali Mudra. Palms and fingers gently pressing against each other as the thumb makes contact with our heart center. This is the hand position that helps to physically and energetically guide us back into our own center, our place of rooting, our place of wellness. Lifting our hearts, bow the head. Take a moment and honor our collective intention for this practice today. This practice of being with a place in our body that needs our attention. Not trying to do anything about it. Practicing the non-doing. Practicing making relationship with our body. And then holding in our heart center and our mind's eye, the source of these practices. The yogis and sages throughout thousands of years who listened, who received these teachings and then shared them so that we today can find our way back to our own center. We can find our roots. Lungs up. Hold the breath in. Sip in a little more breath. Open mouth, exhale. Onto the legs. Gently blink the eyes, lifting the gaze. If we're sitting down with our legs crossed, ankles or shins in any way, we're going to reverse the crossing. If you're sitting in any other kind of seat, you can adjust anything that feels like it needs to be adjusted. And then settle back. Rock from side to side and move the muscles of the glutes out of the way, giving our low back and pelvis as much space as possible. With the hands on the knees, take a deep breath in and lift the front of the chest up. Lift the gaze up towards the sky and lift the navel center in towards the spine. As we exhale, let the whole spine curl. Tuck the tail, roll the shoulders forward, allow chin to rest to chest. Inhale, roll the front body open, engaging the upper back. Exhale, stretching through the back body. So beginning our movements with some cat cows, we're going to warm up the spine in all its movement directions. And let your breath be full. This is going to be the fullest breath for our practice today. Putting in our breath with these movements than what we'll do with our yin movements. Inhale, rolling the front body open. Exhale, rolling the back body open. Go at your pace. Find your pace of breath, and then allow the movement to sync up to that breath. And a few more. Let's take one more full round. Now hold this cat pose and bring the arms out in front of you. So we're reaching palm to palm, palms facing each other. You can interlace the palms and point through the pointer fingers. Really reach through the arms, breathing now into the back body. Take a moment and check in with that place, the place that you're going to work with today in your body. Just touching it, saying hello. When your next inhale comes, lift up tall through the spine. Reach the arms up. If the shoulders need more space here, take that space. Give your shoulders the space that they need. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, reach that right arm down here. And exhale a little deeper. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, left hand comes down, reaching over. Take a full breath here, rooting down through that right hip. And with the next inhale, up. Exhale over to the other side, flowing with our breath. Using the belly, so engaging the navel center in and up. Supporting from the navel center as we make our movements. Again, finding your pace of breath and allowing your movements to synchronize with that breath. Okay, we're going to change it a little bit here. Pause and take an inhale. And as we exhale, sweep around forward. Ground that left hand. Inhale, open into side body stretch. Exhale, reach out as we spiral around to the other side. Inhale, open. A few more of these. Exhale, reaching. As we transition, inhale, open to the side body stretch. And we'll take one more to each side, moving at your pace. Never moving faster than what your breath can stay steady at. And then sweep around forward, fold, reach the hands out, relax through the head. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Just take a moment and touch into that place in your body that you're working with throughout practice. Say hello. Notice the quality of sensation. And then drawing navel center up to spine, walk the hands forward, sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Okay, we're gonna shift into our first yin posture. So if you were up on a chair or up on a piece of furniture, coming down now, having some kind of bolster or block, something a little taller in front might be helpful. And then having A little bit of a blanket, a little bit of a lift underneath our seat, that could also be helpful. And of course, with these postures, it's really going to be a matter of us trying things out and seeing how they feel in our own body. And yin is not necessarily comfortable, right? Yin is different from restorative in that sense, that we place ourselves in a posture and we soften into it. And while that's happening, a lot is coming up for us, maybe in the physical body, in the mind, and it gives us that space to work with it. So we're going to take our right leg and bend it in. Now, if the knee is popping up off the floor, then take some support, a blanket, a pillow, and fill in that space. I've got a bolster in front of me. And then the left leg is extending out. And then relax the body as much as what's comfortable. Sometimes for our joints, as our ligaments and all of our soft tissue and fascia is opening up in these postures, we need to offer ourselves a little bit of support. So if it feels like that, if you find you're gripping somewhere, soften the grip and find a little more engagement. A lot of times in the abdomen is going to be very helpful. Hands come in front of us, sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the front of the body, and then as we exhale, we're going to come to fold. So I'm resting my forearms on my bolster here. There's going to be some rounding in the spine, that's okay, but we don't want to be collapsing in the spine. This way, we lengthen the front body and we can find the posture down in the pelvis as opposed to in the spine. So now that we've found our shape, take a moment to scan through the whole body with your mind and notice what comes up. How is your body beginning to communicate with you because you've taken this shape? And just noticing that. You might instantly go to the area in your body that you're working with for practice. If not, to eventually make your way there and check in. Let your mind settle in that place. Not to tell a story about it, not to analyze it or judge it or categorize it, simply to give it your focus. And within holding our awareness in this place and feeling the sensation in our body, notice the breath. Awareness of the breath is where these yin postures really come together. It's what unlocks the medicine of the shape and the practice. To keep the mind steady, to calm the mind from its distractions, so hum. With each breath, let the mind recite the mantra, so hum. You can also chant in English, I am. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. You can even imagine that each repetition of this mantra, you're infusing that body part of yours that you're working with the vibration, the healing vibration of this mantra. Feeling sensations throughout the whole body. Awareness of our breath and the mantra, so hum, infusing that one place within your body that you're working with. And taking our final 3 breaths here, deepen these breaths, strengthen them, and the last breath, a cleansing one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hug navel center to spine and slowly lift your torso up. Going to scoop from the inside of this left knee and bring the leg up. Extend the right leg out and fold the left leg in now. Take a moment and readjust your seat. Readjust your support under. It's the other side, so we might need to do something a little different. Fill in the space. If there's space between this left knee and the floor, fill that in. Adjust the cushion beneath you. Relax through the body as much as what's comfortable for your joints. Engage the navel center if you feel like there's extra support needed as the body is softening and opening. Hands come in front of us again. Inhale nice and tall. Lift long. Exhale, start to hinge forward and fold. Resting the forearms on something nice and even. Remember that we want to not make this shape so much about the spine, but more in the pelvis and the legs. So lifting up can really help with that. Now that we've taken our shape, settle in, let the mind wander around the body and notice all the different sensations that show up because you've taken this shape. Simply our body's way of communicating with us. Everything is stored in our soft tissue, all of our experiences. Yin allows us to feel that, to feel our experiences in our body. Not doing anything to change the sensations, but do use it as a gauge for softening. Let your mind eventually settle on the place in your body that you're working with for practice today. And as soon as your mind settles there, begin to notice the breath. This gentle in and out breath. And with each breath, allow your mind to settle on the mantra, So Hum, I am. And with each breath, with each repetition of the mantra, you're infusing that place in your body with its healing vibration. Trying to change what's happening there. Simply offering it a healing vibration. The body will know exactly what to do with the breath and the mantra you offer it. Awareness of the whole body. Awareness of this one place in your body becoming lit up with the breath and the mantra, So Hum, I am. And taking our final 3 breaths here. Deepening and strengthening the inhales and exhales. And finishing with a cleansing breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Hugging navel center to spine. Slowly lift your torso back upright. If we had any prop in front of us for support of the arms, move that off to the side. That right inner knee and draw in. The next Yin posture we're going to take is tortoise. So again, you can sit up on something a little high and scoot yourself towards the edge of that lift if you are using it. You can bring a prop back into the center for folding. There's lots of different ways you can use props when it comes to any various forward fold. It can really just take a lot of willingness to experiment on your part, try out different things, and then of course in the moment be willing to choose the one that's right for you. So come together, but they're far away from the body, so you've got a nice big space in the legs. You might want some support underneath the knees. If your body's asking for that, please give it to your body. Hold on to the shins or the ankles, big breath in, lengthening through the front body. And as we exhale, we fold. Now, if the fold is pretty deep in your pelvis, you might start to slide your forearms underneath the shins. And you can even maybe place a prop in a way that your forehead, a lot of times a block in between the feet can be a nice option. So finding the place that works right now in your body for you. Allowing yourself to settle. Take a moment and notice the sensations that show up. This can often be a loud yin pose. Right? The sensations in our body can be louder or softer depending upon the shape we're in. So just notice. And then do let your mind track to that one place in your body that you're working with today. Begin to notice the breath. A gentle breath in, a gentle breath out. We're using about 5 to 7% of our effort with our breath in directing it and guiding it. And with each round of breath, reciting the mantra, so hum, I am. Infusing this one body part with our mantra, with its frequency of healing. In no other way do we need to get involved. Feeling sensations within the whole body. Offering this one place in our body the vibration of so hum, I am. And taking our final 3 breaths here, deepening and strengthening these breaths. Drawing navel center to spine. And we're going to sit on the side, on our sit down, and we're kind of sitting off to the side. So I've got both my knees and both legs moving towards the right. I'm going to turn my torso towards this left thigh here. Now, I could be up here, right? Again, this is about this area of the body. So we want to make sure that we're keeping the posture around here and not so much in the upper spine. So we might be up here and we might be resting on our hands. We might have some pillows or blankets or a bolster to come and rest the forearms on. The forearms might rest down on the floor as well. So here's our posture. Take a deep breath in and lengthen the front of the body. And then as we exhale, settle in. So there's a little more effort in this posture, in this Yin posture, because we do need to hold ourselves up in a way with the upper body. But like all Yin postures, we're finding that line of just enough effort, no more and no less, so we don't collapse. We always want to make sure that in the posture that we're taking with our body. Allowing the mind to wander around the body, feeling all the different sensations. And then tracking the mind into that one place in your body that you're working with today. Awareness of our breath as we gently guide it in and out of the body. Awareness of our mantra, so hum. I am. With each breath, infusing this place in our body with the healing vibration of our mantra. Feeling the whole body. So hum with each breath. And we'll take our final 3 breaths here, deepening and strengthening the breaths. And our last breath, a cleansing one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Drawing navel center to spine, using the arms to slowly lift us up. We'll take whatever props we were using and bring them over to the other side. We'll swing our legs around. Again, I've got both knees with my feet off to the left side. Turning towards my right thigh now, bringing both hands in front of that right thigh. I'm going to sit up nice and tall as I start to twist my torso. And then slowly coming to rest. Again, this is the other side. So this other side might require a different arrangement of props. Allow for that different arrangement of props. And then becoming aware of the whole body. Feeling sensation throughout the whole body. Tracking the mind into that one place that you're working with today. Notice the sensations there. Quality of the sensations there. And with each breath that you take, let the breath carry the mantra, so hum, I am. Feeling sensation, feeling the whole body. Experiencing the infusion of so hum into that one place for you. Let each breath carry the healing frequency of our mantra into your body, into that one place that you are honoring in this practice today. And taking our final 3 breaths here, deepening and strengthening the breaths. Our final breath, a cleansing one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hugging navel center to spine, using the arms to lift ourselves back up to center. And now we're going to come to lie down. Do make sure you've got some props handy though when you lie down. The first posture we're going to take is banana pose. So a nice deep side body stretch without any effort needed to hold ourselves up. When we come to lie down, I like to call it a gravity yin pose because we really have the opportunity to let gravity work on every single part of our body. So, a strap might be handy for our shoulders in this posture, so you might just want to keep that near you. Come to a roll down slowly and gently onto your back. Make sure you've got no ponytails or clips or anything in the way. We'd like to have the back of our skull nice and flat on the earth. Straighten out the legs. And we're going to slide our right foot over to the right edge of our mat. We'll take our left foot and cross the ankle on top of the right one. And then start to shimmy over to the right as well, keeping the left side of the body down on the floor. There can be a tendency to roll and add a little bit of a twist like that. So make these little fine micro movements and adjust yourself. Arms can be straight out to a T, or they can be clasping overhead. So that all depends on your body. And the strap can be a nice option as well to hold overhead. I've got my tuning forks in my way. I'm just going to scoop those. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now that you've settled into your posture, take a moment to scan through the whole body. Becoming aware of all the sensations that show up because you've taken this shape. And then let your mind track into that one place. That one place you're working with. The place you want to offer your attention to. That place you want to make relationship with. Offering your gratitude. Offering that place the healing vibrations of our mantra, so hum, I am. With each breath, infuse this place of your body with so hum. Giving your entire body over to gravity. With each breath, giving our body permission to soften a little bit more with gravity. A little less gripping. A little more relaxation. Feeling sensation. Infusing your body with breath and mantra. So hum. And taking our final 3 breaths here. Deepening and strengthening the breath. Our final breath, a cleansing one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. After that cleansing breath, slowly start to bring your body back to the center of your mat. And pause in the center of the mat for a moment. And then we'll transition to the other side. Left heel to the left edge of the mat. Right ankle crossing on top of that. Shimmying our shoulders over to the left as well. Being mindful that we're not rolling and lifting the right hip and shoulder from the ground. And then finding the place for your arms. Begin to open the arms up, out to the sides, overhead. You can even put some support underneath the elbows. Sometimes that can be very helpful. Settling into the shape on this side. And then allowing the mind to move around the body as it discovers all the sensations here. And sometimes the mind is quick when we do these double-sided poses. They can feel so drastically different at times. Sometimes the differences are subtle, but sometimes they're really obvious. And can we just let that be? Can we allow gravity to move into the gripping that we might be doing in our body? As we soften the grip, we make space for gravity to move in. And through that gravity, we're able to access relaxation. Through relaxation, we can access our breath. And through the breath, we can access our mind. Using our mind with our breath to infuse our body with the mantra, so hum, I am. Honoring this one place in your body that you've chosen to work with today. For whatever reason, whether that area needs healing or that area needs gratitude for its strength. With each breath, offer your body the healing vibration of so hum. And taking our final 3 breaths here, deepening and strengthening these breaths. Our last breath, a cleansing one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. After that cleansing breath, slowly making our way back to center, back to the center of our mat. We're going to take one more yin pose before the ultimate yin pose of Shavasana. And this is going to be a bridge, a supported bridge. So placing the feet on the floor, we're going to take a support, a cushion, a blanket, a pillow, and the height is completely up to you. And we're going to place our hips, our pelvis, in the very center of that support. So that triangle bone, our sacrum, in between the muscles of the glutes, that's what we're placing in the very center. Now we might be here with arms by the side, feet a little wider so the knees can soften in together. It might feel good in your body to extend the legs out. Choose the place where you can rest and continue to access the breath. Notice the whole body taking this shape. Whole body. And then zero in your focus to that one place in your body you've been working with. Notice the breath. Guide the breath gently in and out of your body. With each breath, infusing this one place within your body with our mantra, So hum, I am. Feeling sensation, offering your body breath and the healing frequency of mantra. And taking our final 3 breaths here, deepening and strengthening these breaths. And our final breath, the cleansing one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. After cleansing breath, engage navel center to spine. Bring the feet back to the floor if they need to come there. Pressing the heels into the floor, lift the hips up, sliding our prop out, roll the spine down, extend yourself out into your Shavasana. If there's any clothing or props that you need to move around to get comfortable in Shavasana, then do so. Just remember it's all part of the practice, so move slowly and only make the movements that you absolutely have to make. And then coming to rest on our backs, coming to rest in this corpse pose. We no longer put effort to take or the breath or the mind. We completely take our hands off and allow the work to continue throughout our energetic anatomy, throughout our physical anatomy. Come to rest in stillness. And while you rest in this stillness, I'll be playing the tuning forks, allowing yourself to simply receive the vibration of this instrument. Becoming aware of your physical body. Feeling all the parts of the body that rest down on the supports beneath it. Feel the earth beneath you, space above you. And in between these two places, you're lying here breathing. Begin to deepen your breath. And as you deepen your breath, remember the collective intention for our practice. The intention to our body into one place specifically and make relationship with it. Not to try to fix it, just to be with it. To honor that place within us, within our physical body. And then as you breathe deeper, let that breath move out into your fingers and toes. Begin to wiggle them. Roll through the ankles and the joints, gradually creating larger movements, stretching until you find yourself curled up on one side in the fetal position. Come to rest on either side, using either your bottom arm or a prop as a pillow. Rest on your side for a cleansing breath. And then whichever hand is the top one, press that hand into the floor and uncurl yourself from the floor, allowing the head to be the last part that lifts. With as little movements, as few movements as needed, find your way back into a comfortable, tall, whether that be on the floor or up on a piece of furniture. Shamatha meditation. Peaceful abiding. Put just enough effort through the spine to hold the rib cage up, to allow the crown of the head to gently float and lift towards space above us. Hands resting on the legs. Gaze is down the tip of the nose, anywhere from 6 inches to 2 feet in front of you. Allow the eyelids to be heavy and the gaze to settle on one spot. And once we've established our seat, our posture, turn your attention then to the breath. The breath is our anchor to the present moment, our anchor in the storm of distraction within our mind. Do nothing to make the breath happen. Zero effort in making the breath happen. Instead, watch the spontaneous in moving and out moving flow. You can use the mantra so hum in the same way we did during our Yin practice, as we're training the mind to steady and settle. But at some point, even that mantra will go, and it will be nothing but awareness of breath. The mind moving in meditation is part of the practice. It's what allows us to practice. So be kind to yourself. Back to the breath. Releasing chin to chest. Slowly releasing the practice. Bringing palms together in Anjali Mudra, lifting the heart, bowing the head. Take this moment and offer yourself love and gratitude. Thank yourself for carving out this time and space to practice, to honor yourself. Send love and gratitude out into the world to everyone who is practicing consciously in their life right now, in this moment. And holding in our heart center and our mind's eye the source of these teachings, offering so much love and gratitude to this South Asian practice that guides each one of us back to our own roots and allows us to truly live with our purpose. Take everything from this practice that serves you, leave behind anything that does not, and may the work that started today continue on for your highest good and healing. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today, for sharing your time and your energy. If you ever have any questions, please contact me. We can do virtual sessions. I can help guide you with energetic practices and healing modalities of yoga and polarity therapy. So check out my website, IreneDoherty.com. Offer support and donations if you're able, so I can continue this. And have a beautiful day.